Savannah Chrisley scared of mental breakdown shown on new show. Savannah Chrisley, best known for her time on reality television, is opening up like never before. In her latest venture into the world of reality TV, the young star is giving fans a raw and unfiltered look at her life. This time, it's not just about glitz, glamour, or the occasional family drama, it's about the real, messy, and often frightening struggles she faces behind the scenes. The new show reveals moments where Savannah is genuinely scared she could have a mental breakdown, and the footage has sparked widespread conversation among viewers. For years, audiences have seen Savannah as the bubbly, confident, and stylish daughter from the Chrisley family. Whether it was on earlier reality series or through her social media, she often radiated optimism and determination. But as the cameras follow her more closely in this latest project, the pressure she is under becomes painfully clear. This isn't the image-perfect version of celebrity life, it's an intimate portrait of a young woman trying to hold herself together while the world keeps watching. The weight of public scrutiny. Savannah has never been a stranger to the public eye. Growing up in front of cameras meant that her triumphs and failures were all out there for millions to see. In the beginning, she seemed to take it in stride, using her platform to connect with fans and share her journey. But as she admits in the show, the constant attention can take a toll. Every choice she makes, every hairstyle, relationship, or career move, is dissected by strangers. In one particularly vulnerable scene, she confides to a close friend that the constant judgment sometimes feels suffocating. "It's like I can't breathe," she says, her voice shaking. "I don't even know if I'm living for myself anymore or if I'm just performing for everybody else." The words hang heavy, giving viewers a rare glimpse into the emotional cost of living under constant observation. The show doesn't shy away from showing Savannah at her most fragile. There are moments when she is visibly exhausted, overwhelmed by obligations, and trying to navigate personal grief. These scenes make it clear that her fears of a mental breakdown aren't just a dramatic TV storyline, they're a reflection of real emotional strain. Juggling multiple roles. Part of Savannah's stress comes from the many hats she wears. She isn't just a reality TV personality, she's also a businesswoman, a social media influencer, a podcast host, and a caretaker for her younger siblings. With her parents facing ongoing personal and legal challenges, much of the family responsibility has shifted onto her shoulders. The show captures the daily balancing act, early morning business meetings, caring for her siblings' needs, recording episodes for her podcast, managing brand deals, and still trying to maintain a personal life. Even for someone as ambitious as Savannah, the workload is overwhelming. "Some days I just want to crawl into bed and disappear," she admits during one confessional segment. "But I can't. People are counting on me." It's in these moments that viewers see the thin line Savannah walks between resilience and burnout. The determination that once defined her has now become a source of pressure. She pushes herself harder because she feels she has no other choice, but that same drive is what edges her closer to exhaustion. Vulnerability on camera. What makes this new show stand out is its unflinching commitment to honesty. Reality television is often criticized for being staged or overly dramatized, but Savannah's willingness to let the cameras capture her rawest moments is striking. She doesn't hide the tears, the panic attacks, or the long nights when she questions if she can keep going. In one emotionally charged episode, Savannah breaks down during a phone call, overwhelmed by the weight of her responsibilities. The cameras linger, not to sensationalize the moment, but to show the reality of what she's going through. Viewers watch as she takes deep breaths, trying to calm herself, before admitting aloud, "I'm scared. I'm scared of breaking, and I don't know if I can put myself back together again if I do." This level of transparency is rare in a genre that often thrives on carefully curated images. For many fans, it's a refreshing change. For Savannah, however, it's a double-edged sword. She's sharing her truth, but also exposing her most vulnerable self to public commentary. The toll of emotional labor. Much of Savannah's stress comes from emotional labor, the invisible work of supporting and caring for others. As the eldest sibling still at home, she's taken on the role of both sister and parental figure. She attends school events, helps with homework, offers guidance, and tries to ensure her younger family members feel safe despite all the chaos surrounding them. This responsibility is compounded by her public image. She feels a duty not only to her family but also to her fans, who often reach out to her for advice or inspiration. Responding to messages, offering words of encouragement, and maintaining a positive presence online are all part of her daily routine. But while she's giving so much to others, the show reveals she rarely takes time for herself. It's in quiet moments, late at night in her room, or driving alone, that the camera captures the cracks in her armor. She admits that she sometimes doesn't recognize herself anymore, and that her constant state of being strong is leaving her emotionally drained. Confronting the stigma. One of the most impactful elements of the show is Savannah's willingness to talk openly about mental health. While many public figures avoid the topic, she addresses it head-on, acknowledging her fears of having a mental breakdown. She shares that there are days when she can't focus, when anxiety keeps her from sleeping, and when she feels an overwhelming sense of dread for no clear reason. By sharing these details, Savannah hopes to break down the stigma surrounding mental health struggles. She emphasizes that even people who seem to have it all together can be struggling internally. This message resonates deeply with viewers, many of whom relate to her experiences of stress, pressure, and self-doubt. The show even includes scenes of Savannah seeking professional help. Viewers see her attending therapy sessions, practicing mindfulness exercises, and talking about the importance of finding healthy coping mechanisms. These moments not only humanize her but also encourage others to prioritize their own mental well-being. The pressure of perfection. One recurring theme throughout the show is the unrealistic expectation of perfection. Savannah admits that she's spent years trying to live up to an image, both for her family's brand and her own personal reputation. Social media has only heightened this pressure, with curated feeds and filtered images creating an impossible standard. In candid conversations, she reveals that the pressure to look perfect, act perfect, and make perfect choices has been one of the hardest burdens to carry. "I feel like I can't make a mistake," she confesses in one scene. "If I do, it's not just a small slip-up, it becomes a headline, and everyone has something to say about it." This constant fear of judgment has made her